Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Devin Brown. And that one hammered. Hits the top of the wall. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And they're up by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But
oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add a run. It's 5-zip. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
First and second here, no outs. And that one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 8-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now for the Marlins, Devin Brown. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Toss to Naylor, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. One out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder.
One out, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Devin Brown. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one ripped, but foul.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And it's fouled away. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. On a line, base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner on the move. Popped in the air. Left field. Fairchild pulls it in on the run. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 10 and the Twins 1. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Cox is just 1 strike away. On the ground to third, and this should do it. And that'll do it. Brown was a big contributor for them in the win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Devin Brown, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down. Devin Brown digs in now. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Miami, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Albies.
That's a laser base hit.
Batting 4th.
1 out, bases empty. For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And no one can get there. Runner around third. He'll score. Schwarber fires it in quickly. And the go-ahead run stops at third base. Zingy, he squared that one up in a big way. So let's take another look at it with StatCast. Nerdhead assemble!
Just incredible power in this swing as it came off the bat at 117 miles per hour. He saw it all the way. Really good weight transfer and just demonstrated some exceptional bat speed with that swing. Man, impressive.
In the dirt, runner goes for second. Go to second, out there, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And that one fouled off.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
And fouled off.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And a pitch. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Heading for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Ben Rice, the next up for the Marlins. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
1-1.
In the dirt. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Nice grab. He fires to the plate. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Ferguson is just 1 strike away. Popped up. Ramirez under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Brown had a great showing in the win. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job.
Devin Brown with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going again today? It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So digging in, Devin Brown.
Devin Brown.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Marlins lead 1. Bottom of the second. And now for the Twins, Josh Naylor. The Marlins would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
And a base hit up the middle. Man at first, one away. There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And at the plate for Miami, Devin Brown. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-1. Singy, that's his 299th career homer.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely special. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Lee back to work. Slides, but it gets by him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner on the go. Line drive. And out number one on the ground. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Second baseman, Albies.
This one in the air. Rice. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Brown really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Cracked a pair of